Hi y'all, Easy Slider here. Long distance relationship success rate between Filipinos and Americans. What is it? Come on now. I know you thought about that a few times. It's been bumping around in your mind. I know it has, alright? You know, LDR is a big thing and we don't want to fail. So what chance do we really have that it's going to work out? Okay, wait a minute. Let me get my crystal ball and we'll take a look. Okay, just a second. Oh man, my crystal ball is broke. Oh, never fear. I have something just as good. I've got the statistics, so we can just look at them and get the answer we need, all right? You know, when you saw the title, I bet you that you thought that, this would be something good to know, and I agree with you. I believe it is too. But what if you got more than you bargained for? Let me explain. You're here to find the answer to the question, and find the answer you will. But today, I wanted to give you more. I wanted to give you something that you could dig into and something that would interest you. So I decided to give you a bonus. I did some extra research where I can give you more statistics. Hey, why not? More is better, right? All right. If you stay with me through the whole video, I'm going to give you a lot more interesting facts. So hold on like a scared kid on a roller coaster ride at the fair. And let's dig into it. We're going to be talking about failure rate in the first 6 months. Oh. How many Americans are in a long distance relationship? That interests me. What percent of them get married that's in an LDR? What percent cheat in an LDR? Man, that's a whole video by itself, right? What percent of internet users have had an LDR? What's the average length of time an LDR lasts if they don't get married? Who adjusts to an LDR best, a woman or a man? Well, as you can see, you're going to get your money's worth today, to be sure, so watch till the end. Okay, what was the main question again? Oh yeah. You want to know what the success rate is when an American marries a Filipino? Well, I got some good news for you. The information that exists shows a success rate of up to 80%. Wow, that's pretty good. That's much better than the rate approximately 50% for regular marriages or not long distance relationship for the first marriages. And the second marriage, the rate's even worse, all right? I'm not going to the reasons today of why they're failing, but that might be something possibly to look at a little deeper in a later video. However, you can be excited to know you have a much better chance of staying together with a Filipino. That's pretty doggone exciting, all right? When you subscribe to the channel, it inspires me to work a little bit harder and give you more information like I'm doing today. I want to help you. Some of the information I share is hard to find. It's always confusing. So breaking it down and telling you where you can find it and how you can work with it, it can be a huge help. So subscribe and I'll continue to provide you with that type of information, just like in this video. And remember, it's free. So take a minute and subscribe now. And that information will float your boat in the right direction. I can guarantee it. All right. Now let's break down the information we just talked about in our long distance relationships. In the first 6 months, 27% fail. You might say, that's kind of high, Slider. Well, 30% in a normal relationship that's geographically closer fail. So a little bit better. And it's interesting to note also that was to me that 14 million people in the United States at any given time is in a long-distance relationship. Can you believe that? That's a bunch of folks, all right? Let's focus on the bright side. 10% of long-distance relationships get married. How about that? However, looking on the dark side of the LDR, 22% have admitted to cheating. That's another video that we could do by itself. Seems like a lot, don't it? You know, but compared to the number of people that's cheating that's not in a long-distance relationship, you know, the numbers are a little vague, but it ranges somewhere between 30 and 60%. Woo! Once again, LDR comes out on top. What about internet users? How many internet users have been in an LDR? You might be surprised to find out that 24%. Maybe you won't be surprised because now it's so easy to reach around the world and meet somebody. You know, maybe you always wanted to meet a girl from Japan, okay? Or maybe you wanted to meet a girl that was French-speaking, ooh la la. Or perhaps a lady from Brazil caught your eye. You know, now it's so easy to meet everybody from around the world. If you've always dreamed about meeting somebody, it's just so easy now. So, you know, I'm expecting that number to rise. A good question you might ask is, can I expect my LDR to last? Sure, something I'd be thinking about, okay? Guess what? I've got your answer. The average length of time an LDR lasts, if the couples don't get married, is 2.86 years. In different countries, it's a little bit different, but they're all fairly similar. All right. Final question. Which one adjusts to an LDR best, a woman or a man? You know, I'd really like to know what you're thinking, okay? And I'd like to see what you say before you hear the answer. But even if you hear the answer, if you would, go down below in the comments and write down what you thought before you heard it, a woman or a man. And while you're doing that, just type in what country you're from. It only takes a second. We'll get some interesting ideas here, okay? Okay. Drum roll, please. The answer is a woman adjusts better to an LDR. Did you guess right? I want to see how many of you guessed right. Okay. Remember to subscribe. And let's be moving on toward our next video. Long-distance relationship anxiety. What causes it? Ooh, man, that's stressful. Well, you know what? Maybe if we know what causes the anxiety, we can avoid it. That's something to think about. Okay, so come on, let's go. Let's just slide on over to the next video and get rid of some anxiety, okay? See you there.